Hey guys and girls, my name is Noe and welcome to part 12 of Venice Vice here in Cities Skylines 1, where we built in the last episode a forestry specialized area for the forestry, etc., and also built an extra few residential stuff over here to make sure that these people here in these buildings have enough workers, because that's always the thing that you get when you build these kind of areas. They always need workers. And even up till that area over there where I got the specialized goods going on, you know, I just built that in the last minute of the last episode. And as you can see, this one storage area, if we get out of here, it's actually pretty filled up. You see, it's filling up with zoned industry forestry products, which are used again by regular industries. Now, in order to give also these people, you know, these buildings some workers, I also placed here in the Hemlock district a little building over here, and I placed a little bit, you know, I put a little bit of stuff around, you know, a little bit of a fence, and you know, and this building can have like 18 households, and it's like, okay, fine, it's nice. So for the rest, what I did is like I placed a roundabout here. So let's say, for example, trucks that are coming from wherever, you know, from here, they have an option to turn around. I saw that in this building and another building as well, there is like a, you know, a request for a hearse. So I placed here a little hearse in the, you know, within the woods, as you can see, nicely, you know, tucked away. Nobody can see it. Only the forest itself can turn on fire. And what I did off camera is, because the ferry was overloaded, so I created this extra ferry, you remember? But the point was, the point is that that ferry was not used that much, and still I got a message from, you know, too many people wanted to use this. So what I did, I created an additional ferry stop over here, and as you can see now the lines are running like this. So instead of these line going straight on, I made it go there. So the second one is now being used, and this one is being used to go there, and now the amount of people that want to go to this central island is now being split up. So I think now both of these are now more in sync. Now this one has more passengers than this one. So this one is, yeah, it has a lot of ferries. Can do with a little bit less, I guess, maybe 2 less. And then the other one, if we go to the line overview, this one, I mean, there's a lot of ferries, 12 in total, and I mean, it has become a lot lesser because of the other line. So we can also dump maybe 4 ferries to back to 8. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So let's see how that will go. In the last episode I said, like, okay, now we have done a lot of with the industry area. We are going to focus on building more residential, and we will do that in this area. Yeah, here we're going to put all kinds of buildings, and I did not even think about how, what, or how, or when, or whatever. I'm just going to build something. That's just the whole idea of this thing. So let's build this. Is it facing the right way? Nope, it's not. It's also gray. It's not having the right color. Great. So first of all we have to flip it around and then give it the proper color as well. So we dive into this. No, you go away. We go into this mod. Select this. We copy this. Move. Select and paste. Also gray. Lovely. Okay, now we're getting a 2-lane road, which is this one, and we pulling this, yeah, like that. Why not all the way there? This one is already gray, that's okay. And I can take this all the way there. Yeah, with the move it mod we can make this the same height. Control H to there, poink, to get this up. And we can basically now build some buildings over here. But before I do so, I want to zone district this area. So let's say here to here, and also further down here. So what kind of buildings do we want here? I'm thinking about having these wall-to-wall buildings, which are, yeah, these residential wall-to-wall. those are not too high. And if we have some office specializations, I think we can do office wall to wall as well, so we don't get these super large structures. And if we put some commercials in there, we put some you know what, we also do them wall to wall. Everything is wall to wall here. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. So let's fill this up and let's see how this will go. Let's just put a lot of these yeah, why not, residential areas over here, and the game will build up. Of course I could plop the stuff, I mean, that's also an option, but yeah, I want to do just something else, you know, just let the game do its thing, and let me point down just something else in the sense of a park. How big is this? Oh, that's big. Kind of love it, you know, having such a big park. And also actually here. In both areas. Yeah, why not? Why not? That's a good thing to have. And what also would be nice is to have like something for the elderly people. Now, for the elderly people we can grab, let's say, another type of road. Maybe a rural road. And then we take that from here to roughly there, and then there, and then there, and then we have this building over here, this one, elder care, that can go right here. Okay, the landscaping needs a little bit of attention, but yeah, in general it will be fine. Let's move this out of the way, and then let's just do a little bit of grabbing a little bit more area, and then do a little bit of slopey here. Yeah, that will do. I think so, yeah. Now let me grab this thing. Now we can do two things. You can use the forestry lock on or off. If you turn it off, then it will also change the nature. You can see then it makes it also the area darker, and it also prevents noise from reaching the area. So that's why I'm putting the forestry all the way around here, except from the front. The front I will keep open so these people can just at least look out of the area. Yeah, they have something to see. Right, look at this. I like these wall-to-wall buildings. I really do. I really do like those. So let's capitalize on that. So let's make this up to there, and then from there we can go up to there, to there. And let's build more of these things, you know, more of these buildings. You there, you there. Here we do the same thing up all the way to there. Pick a this, and then let's bring this down. Oh yeah, that's already on that side. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, let's also pick a this road so we can have an entry here, like so. Yeah, that works also fine. And this is industry over here. Now I don't want that stuff to be too close to the industry, but yeah, but what we can do is we can grab the normal road. So let's follow this like that, and then turn this off, turn this on, and oh, let's select the curve. What we can do here is we can go around like that. Maybe we can make a bridge here. Yeah, maybe. Let's see how that will pan out. If I make a curve, like something like this. Maybe something in the middle, like that. And then to there. How does that look? Let's use a move it mod, and let's do some move it mod shenanigans, like Ctrl H to there. Yeah, so they're already making use of it. So what we can then put here, we can grab this road again, and let's press home. Let's select this option, press home. We go a little bit like that and dive all the way to that point here, and then we can put some shops over there. Let's see, does it still fall within that zone? Yep, it does. Nice. So we put a large building there. There. Just put it there, it's fine. People will have to go shopping somewhere, right? You know, that's actually, you know, it's more than enough if you ask me. Yeah. So on this main road, yeah, let's go to the other side. So grabbing this one. You know what? Let's do this from here. Take this, make it straight. Yeah, that's okay. Now let's grab again the regular 2-lane road again, which goes a little bit like that. And what kind of space do we have here? More than enough. Okay, so I keep my distance here and go all the way there. Tempting to connect it to there, but I don't want to do it. I just go over that water, like so. Yep. Not bad. Let's select this thing and let's make sure that this is all like aligned to the same height. All of this stuff. Control H to point there. And here we go. Lovely. Now we do have the space, so we can make this go up, but not touching that road. We can do the same thing over here, and the same thing over here. And also, you know, what we can do in these areas is also implement schools. Let me see, from there to there. Let's make a little bit of a change here, from there to here, and then up to there. And from here to there. Yeah. Let's connect these two up as well. Yeah. Now we're grabbing schools, because we also want a little bit of schooling around here. So the high capacity elementary school. Yeah, this one really fits that whole vibe, you know, of you know, that type of building. So we place this over here, and then the high capacity high school, we place it across the street. And we do we do a high capacity university? Why not? Why not? That will be then placed over there. Huge and big and fancy. Nice. Now let's see. More residential. So those will be here. Those will be there. And those will be there. I don't like this malarkey with the zoning. So let me remove this. Here's the same thing, by the way. Remove it. Those. So we will do this in a different way. I will just pick a pick of this. We just place this ourselves. Yeah, just bash. And then this one, bash, and then this one, bash, and then that one, bash. This one is a little bit smaller. Oh, okay. That's okay. And this one, yep, it's fine. Then this one, fine. This one, yep, there and there. You can see how random I am with this stuff, because I know I can move it with the move it mod. Now let me check out the noise levels. These schools are not making any noise. It's hard to believe, but apparently so. Still, I'm going to plant here a... you're going to be kidding me. Okay. Let me find a proper building that can fit there. Something nice, something, you know, commercial. Let's see, something. Nah, not like that. Something else. We don't have any building that would go there. Any industrial, office kind of a commercial kind of building. Nothing. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, really? Oh, there's an 8x3. Oh, it's a little bit too big. It is a lovely building though, you know. But these kind of buildings, they make noise. Yeah, so... But I have an idea, so let's plank it here. Yeah, and then we grab this, and we go to the one new building. We select this road. And we're going to work from here to there, if that works. Yeah, select the move it mod. Put it here, turn it around, flip it around like that. Yeah, I know it's... And bring it closer to that road there. Let's see how much overhang we have. Not much, but... Actually, this is totally not bad. So what we can now apply here is also a little bit of pathing. Pathing between... Let's turn this off. Between here and there. Yep. And actually, I don't want these guys to cross the street. So how are we going to fix that? With a pedestrian bridge, I suppose. So let me select this option. And we're going to make that pedestrian bridge over here. With that option turned off. 6 meters. It's a very common amount. Common height. From there to there. There to there. From there you can bring it to there. From here you can also bring it to there. And voila. We select this to remove the crossings like that. That crossing can also remain remove, so they can cross there. Yeah, so they have to use now this pedestrian bridge, which is much better. Great. Now we're also putting... What is wrong with the zoning here? You know, it drives me nuts. Okay, let's do something else about it. This can be done better. So, let's have a look. Why is the zoning so screwed? It's like, let's work from this. 12. You see immediately that zoning is breaking up there. I don't know why, but... Yeah, again, it does it. Very weird. You get this broken zoning thing. So we're going to solve this little issue. Okay, first of all, what I'm going to do, this is now, let me zone this area all the way up to there. And keep some space in between free, yeah. And then let's see, and then here's the same thing with the zoning, right? Okay. What are you complaining about? I think it has something to do with land value, but let's put these things better into position. So you will be turning around. And you will go straight to that other building, like that. You will go there. Yep, that's nice. You will also go there. I know that you're complaining about value because there are then not enough servers or something, that kind of stuff around. And also here I'm pausing the game. I don't want these buildings to disappear, although I don't think they will, but let me put that one there. Turn this around, make it face that way, like so. This building is fine, and this building can go also to that corner as well. And so they say low land value. Okay, so we need something that increases the land view. That is usually a park or something. Yeah, we can make a park. So let's grab the option to make a park. So we do a paint park area. Can be very simplistic, from all the way from there. maybe all the way up to there. This entire area can be a park. Okay, so in here we can build a city park like that, so we create an entrance, and that will make these people much happier, for sure. So let's see, let's make the entrance here. Happy faces. Side gate over there, over there. Maybe over here for whatever reason, and if we also make this also a little bit larger, then it can even reach this area as well, so we do that also. Side gate, then over there, then we utilize the path from this option, from this typical park, and let's make, let's see, from here a 4x4, and then bring that up into 3x3 then. Okay, how much is that? 7? 6 is enough. To the other side. Home, like that. This can go that way. From here it can go that way. From here we take it that way. We connect this up to there. Now I want to be a little bit, natural, because it's a park. It's not like, a racing, circuit or something like that. Has to feel like a park, if you know what I mean. You have to walk around the area. Like that. And like that, perfectly fine. And then from here we bring it out to there, to there, and to there. Nice. So let's see, park restroom, park cafe. Let's start with the info booth. You will usually find those at the entrance of these parks, where people can enter, like here, like so. Also here. Probably also here, and of course here, like that. Then some park plazas. Okay, let's see where we're going to put those. One over there, and one over here, one over there, and there. And then we have some park cafes. Put it over there. We can also connect some. Yeah, keep it close to the people so they can really get there. An easy way. Like so, yeah. And then let's see what we have more. Info booth, we have like the restrooms. Did we already place the restrooms? No, well then we place it there. Also here. If you have to go, then you have to go, Go. Let me increase this size to encompass that as well. Nice, thank you. Let's see, what do we have? We have like info booth. We already have the chessboard. Let me place the chessboard over there. Another chessboard across that plaza. Why not? And a chessboard all the way over there. And we skip the gazebos, and then we place a lot of these climbing frames. They really, make the park more attractive. So place those things also random. Left and right. And then also the trampoline. You go there. And you go on that side. And on that side. And on that side. Yeah, and now regarding the gazebo kind of thing, gazebos are like, often being found near water edges. It would be nice. Now, we do have some water here. Yeah, maybe we could utilize that. So we make the area bigger around this water. like that. Now we'll check this area. I think there's a water source there, so check it out. Is there? Well, I don't see any. I see one there, but I don't see any here. But nevertheless, we can make this a little bit more shallower, so it's like more friendlier for, let's say, gazebo. So we pick a this, and then we make this more very shallow. So just slightly beneath that area. So what will happen now is that you create basically, you know, sort of a, let's also do this and then smoothify this like so. Press play. Now that water will expand, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, now we pick a this path again. And the idea is to bring this all the way over here. Like so. Like so. And is that still within the zone? Nope, but now it is. Then I will also make a connection point there, and so we can enter and exit here as well. Yeah. So does this look a little bit okay? Or do we need to lower it slightly? I think it's okay. I don't know, maybe slightly lowering it, maybe. So brush thing a little bit lower, so let's select this and then just a little bit. Don't worry, we will just smoothen this out later. Like so. Now we do the smoothing from the road side. Like that, so you get sort of an, yeah, beachy feeling. So I don't know if we can also use the option to sandify this area, you know, make it more beachy. Like that. A little bit less on the road, like that, a path, okay. And let's get back to here. And here we place in these gazebos. One there, one there, one there, there, one there. Let's not forget the red ones. There. And since this is on water, I think we can also put like a park pier here. Park pier here, pier here, yeah. Something like that. So let's say let's put one there, and let's grab the other one. We put it there, and we connect that stuff up, no problem there. Okay, we put this one over there, and that one over there. Nice. So we have some gazebos there alongside the waterheads. Lovely. Let's grab this thing, and let's have a look here. Can we just make this go to there? Holy moly. Okay, let's change this a little bit. So the height of this, Ctrl H, has to go to that. And we have to move this whole thing back. Yeah, I'm not so happy with the extra land that it created. So let's move this also back also. Yeah, this was the natural beachfront, sort of. Okay, then we move this back. We turn it slightly. I think it's fine. Okay, let's do here something similar. Pick a this and then make a path that leads roughly to there. Yep, it will create the extra land, but that's okay. We select this node, we Ctrl H it to there, bush, bash, boing, ping, and then we pull it back until it's the shoreline is roughly the same, and then we draw this thing in. Now wait a second, this has to go a little bit back, make it go down slightly, and then this thing, I have to page it up actually to make sure it's accessible, like so. Yeah. Now the water could have been a little bit deeper here on this edge. I could place a water source in here so we have a little bit of, I don't know, some flow. Not sure though, but shall I try it or not? So we have like, if I select this option here, this is very shallow, this stuff. Like that, and if I select the water source, which is this thing, you cannot see it anymore, but you can lower this capacity, like that. So let's say something just still very big, so just O2. Like that, then pause it, and then put it here, and then bring that down. And I think this would be okay. Let's see what it will do now. Yep, we see now a little bit of bulging, but that's okay. The water will now find its path. Most of it will flow that way. Hopefully it will not flood anything. Let's hope. A lot of people already are walking through it. You see that? That's nice. So the people who are complaining about low land value here, they're not complaining anymore. Yeah, love those guys, you know. Let's give them some more parking. No, not parking area, just parks. Something, you know, that is useful, something that is pleasant. So what do we have more, you know? What is this? Pedestrian area, plazas. Yeah, but this is not a pedestrian area, so pedestrian, blah 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 blah. Maintenance, no, that's not it. Park maintenance building. Well, yeah, park maintenance building. I mean, this is a park, so that's a huge building. It's like, but it's the perfect fit, you know, here alongside this park. Yeah, I think that's not bad. I think we could use some parking, you know, parking. So let's also go here and find ourselves. Why don't we use the parking roads instead? Yeah. Where are those? That is a good question. Where are the parking roads? I think, yeah, here they are. So let me select this one. It's a little bit big, you know. What about putting it here behind? Oh, that's not so great. Let me think. What if I make that parking? Okay, you select this road, yeah. Turn the snap on to here. We take the bigger one like that, all the way to the back. Also you go to the back, and we have to fill that up with, you know, all this parking stuff, so EV stuff and whatnot, so we can place those inside here. And I'm thinking if they would park here. Now these guys are making a left turn, yeah. They're making a left turn. Now usually I don't like left turns so much, so oh man, you know, I'm on fire again. Here we go again. Pause the game. Check it out. Highway. This thing. Yeah, check it out. So we select this. Coming from here. Yeah, coming from here. We take this. Turn the snap off. We make just a lovely bend. That's it. And then from here we go 5 by 6 to at least minus 11 or 12. Yep, that's totally fine. We go underground. Look at this, what we're doing. Now we go there. We stay there roughly. Yeah, and I want to connect it up to there again. So this is a 7. This is 6. So let's see. Okay, I have to take into account that building. So we make it a 7 by a 5 home. Bash into there. Ooh. So what are you thinking about that? So first of all, we're going to select with the traffic manager here with the lane connectors. Like, no, you're not taking a left turn. Also, you carry on, no crossing. Here it's already done. And speed wise, I say like, this is an 80, but I say like you can allow 120 on this ramp. And we make it them on this bit a little bit slower, 50. So they're less inclined if they come from here to go actually straight on and then a left, but they will take this, you know, little bypass. And here we say then like, we say like, you have priority, but you have to wait, you have to wait, and you have to wait, you have priority, yeah. And you can carry on, so nobody crosses here. Well, a fly in my face. And then here we have like, yeah, an exit of this park, but we put like a crossing here. Yeah, so crossing, perfect. Here we can do the same thing, crossing there, yeah, crossing, no crossing over there, or there, there, and there. Only one crossing there allowed, that's fine, like that. Yep, and then also, while we're at it, a little bit of parking over there and there. Very important, parking. Okay, let me move this slightly. Like that, and then we remove also the option to park on this road. So it sort of is like a little bit of main road. I mean, I'm okay if they park a little bit here in the back of these roads, that's fine. But I also want to stimulate them to go actually the parking lot over here. And in order to make sure that they can get there, I need also some, you know, pathing. From there to there, they will walk over this crossing. Still, I will select this crossing, say like, yeah, like that. Let's not forget this side. Like that. To there. From there to there. Nice, 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 nice. Also from here to there, very small, but still. So what can we place here? So we have this building over here. Do we have something else that we can place there? Maybe. Do we have something that fits here? So what could be placed there? Maybe a sort of an office. 6 by 3. How big is this one? What is this actually? It looks, you know, it looks lovely actually, this building. Yeah, it's not too big. Fits nicely, it's an office building. I like it. Let's press play and let's see what the traffic will be doing now. Are you guys now taking... You dive into here? Good boys. So less monkeying around going here. That's nice. Let's see, did I? No, I did not do this. So we do that and that. Also remove that. They can cross there. And we have like a... Yeah, we have like a pedestrian bridge over here. And I want actually to create another one. That goes from here. Selecting this. Just like that. Make it straight to 6U. To the other side, like so. like so. Yeah, great. And we can put like even a little bit of low density commercial here on this main road. That is no problem at all. And a little bit here as well. Yeah. Also no problem. So now we will see like that many people will, I think, park here in the end. So I also place like a, come on, oh, a path from here to there, so they can do their thing. And how about the park itself? We will say we up the price. We want to earn a little bit of money. Doesn't need a big money, and we do the advertisement campaign. That always helps, and this will even yield some extra cash and makes the area more vibrant and nice. Right, so the last thing I want to do is put something here, but I'm not sure what. Maybe let's see. We have still some commercial demand. I am thinking about low, yeah, small buildings, small commercial buildings, small ones, with trees in between once they are settled. I think I like that idea. So let's see. Let's see. It's also this. You go there. So you can go from there to there. That's okay. You can go up from there to there. Now, I wish these guys would build a little bit faster. It would be nice. Oh, you are complaining? About what? What's the problem? Why are you abandoned? Worker education was too low. Really? I have like a freaking university over here. Worker education too low. This game. Nah, probably those people will go there because this whole area is not. Let me see. Selecting this whole area. I mean, I don't think there is many people already in here, so let's make it a little bit bigger. So the idea was to get more people in here, but the reality is like Daffodil Heights has like 1650 people roughly. You know what? Their children, teens, young adults, I cannot see what their average level is, but okay, fair enough. I don't know about this. This looks so unnatural, you know, this, to be honest. Going to remove it. Click it away. It will refill itself, but yeah, in the end, yeah, still, don't know. Okay, let's select this thing and let's put a little bit of bushes here and there. There as well. There. Since this is a park, let me click on the forest lock. Because, you know, we are dealing here with this train line. I don't even know, are we using that train line? I think so, yeah, I think so. It's also a cargo line, I think. Actually, I should have had then forestry lock off, because when it's enabled, then it will not hamper the noise. So I will enable it now. So it will then take away the noise from the trains. Here we go. And then select this option and make sure that the N key is turned off. And we select this again. This like that. And then we do the density a little bit less. And then, you know, put a little bit of bushes here and there. To fill this area a little bit up. Here and there. Yeah, we can always put something else, you know, there if needed. Make these sizes slightly smaller so we can also reach the somewhat smaller areas. Here in the back. Around here. Between here, like that. Yeah, the forestry lock is off, so this was the idea here, by the way, to put these trees over there. So I will manually put some trees here, so brush size like that. So anarchy is turned off, but these trees will muffle the sound of these commercial buildings in front of them. Every little bit helps. Okay, let me select this option again, this option. Here we go. So we create a, you know, it looks then a little bit more, you know, natural with those trees. Even alongside that area, it's fine. Here and then there, there, even there. And let's make sure that it are, you know, if you walk through this park or you are sitting, you know, nicely in your, you know, in your gazebo, you don't see or hear any train humming by. So let's see if that's the case. Imagine you are here. Here we go to the camera mode like that. Well, can we see a train? Not really. A lot of people in those gazebos, by the way. Looks fantastic. Looks pretty nice. Yeah. Perfect. So this does well for episode 12 for now. I think we expanded nicely. The residential area and Venice Vice is growing on this one. I would say, like, guys and girls, thank you for watching this episode number 12. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the bell icon. And yeah, I would love to see you again in episode 13, and comments and suggestions, of course, are welcome. So thank you for watching, and until next time, see you guys, and bye bye.